So good afternoon again. I'd like to welcome everybody to this pep talk this afternoon. Please mute yourself, but always show your video picture. Sign in your name, your Facebook account, or email address in the chat box. Please include names of companions attending with you. Use the chat box to ask questions and make comments while the pep talk is on. There will be group pictures at the start and end of the pep talk. Reminder, after the pep talk, please take the online learning comb evaluation test exercise for mastery of learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like this. I have placed the link in the chat box. Another reminder, obtaining 50 OLETE certificates will entitle one to a voucher for a ROJoson telemedical consultation. I think this is our 122nd pep talk. Another request, please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we part ways. I need the feedback to decide whether to continue or stop the pep talk already. Thank you. So let's now have a group picture taking before we start in 2 minutes. Please turn on your video and show your beautiful faces. Okay. You ready? All set? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I have a patient empowerment program which I'd like to empower the lay people or patients to take control in the management of their health. There are 3 courses in the pep talk. I completed the core course on October 9, 2021. From October 23, 2021 onwards, I've been tackling health disorders and health issue courses. This may take 3 years or longer. We are actually on our 3rd year, depending on our enthusiasm, discipline, and perseverance. My pep talk today is entitled Cancer Journey Sharing. The empowerment objective is for the lay people to have an understanding of the importance of cancer journey sharing in health management. So I'm taking this opportunity to orient people like you in preparation for our 2036 Cancer Crusaders Club annual Christmas get-together virtual meet wherein we will have a lot of and quite a number of cancer journey sharing. That's on December 3, 2 weeks from now, 2023. The contents of this pep talk on cancer journey sharing will include the following: what is cancer journey sharing? What are the benefits? When to do a cancer journey sharing? To whom to share? What are the media that can be used to share the cancer journey? And what should be the contents of the cancer journey sharing? And then what are the tips on cancer journey sharing? What is cancer journey sharing? Sharing will be operationally defined as voluntarily disclosing or revealing information by a person to a third party. So the opposite term is holding back. So when the opposite of sharing is holding back. So when you share, you do it voluntarily to a third party. Cancer journey sharing or cancer journey will be operationally defined as the life lived by a person with a cancer from diagnosis to treatment to until recurrent phase, depending on the situation, current phase, in remission, or with recurrence, or has died. So this is the whole spectrum of the time of the sharing of the cancer journey. Cancer journey sharing, therefore, is voluntarily disclosing or revealing information by a person on his or her life with cancer to a third party. And what are the benefits that can be derived from cancer journey sharing? Okay. So from the cancer patients doing the cancer journey sharing, the deed shows, the deed means the actuation, shows or promotes acceptance of cancer diagnosis. So when a person decides to share, that means he has accepted the diagnosis of cancer. And acceptance is the most effective coping tactic for the psychological distresses of cancer patients. We all know that all patients with cancer will have psychological stresses or distresses. Okay? Thus, to share the cancer journey will be therapeutic. So the deed also raises awareness about cancer, its treatment, prognosis, psychological distresses, etc., not only to the sharer herself or himself, but also to other people, particularly those living a life with cancer. Thus, it is therapeutic for the sharer herself or himself as it raises awareness from within. So this is part of empowerment, and it makes the sharer feels good to be able to reach out to be of help to other people, to other cancer patients, and also therapeutic at the same time doing a social responsibility. Okay, therapeutic because he shares, he's empowered, and then he's the recipient. So when he's doing something for the third party, he or she will be doing some sort of a social responsibility. And when to do a cancer journey sharing? So it's when a cancer patient has achieved a level of psychological comfort to share. As I said, it's voluntary, it's no force. Okay, so the timing is that the cancer patient has achieved a level of psychological comfort. Okay? This is voluntary. Nobody will force anybody, and do it only when you are ready, but have the benefits in mind, particularly on its therapeutic effects. And to whom to share the cancer journey? Depending on the level of psychological comfort, it can be to individuals, to groups, or third party. Specifically, it can be shared to your relatives, so it depends on your psychological comfort, to relatives, to your friends, to a public group, including a cancer support groups. So either face-to-face sharing or online sharing or both. So we online in the internet, we see a lot of publications of sharing of cancer journey. Okay. Here and abroad, in the Philippines, most of the sharings are done by my patients, the cancer crusaders. Okay. And what are the media that can be used to share the cancer journey? One is through oral or spoken words or conversation or written, verbal or written, through video messages, so mainly oral or at times written messages, through audio messages, oral messages, through printed messages, books, pamphlets, blogs in the internet, and social media. And again, all of this media that will be used will be dependent on the level of psychological comfort of the sharer, and also how he or she will feel at home, how he is adept to a media. Some people are not techie, so they don't know how to use the video, so they just use the audio. Some would also just concentrate on just writing her journey or his journey. And what should be the contents of the cancer journey sharing? Okay, so this is my template. Okay, general instruction to the sharing. So I will tell the sharer that cancer journey sharing is essentially a storytelling of experiences encountered from the time of recognition of possible cancer. So it can start from the possible cancer without the definite diagnosis yet, to the diagnosis, and to the treatment, and then during the time after treatment. Okay. There is something cathartic about telling the story and being heard. So going through the details when something happened, who was there, and how we felt at that time, and how we feel now, reminds us of how far we have come and how far we still can go. Your cancer journey sharing will also be helpful in inspiring other cancer patients to emulate your response management to a cancer diagnosis and treatment. As I said, this could be part of your contribution or help to the other cancer patients. So the contents guides will read the following. So what is your name? What is my age? Then if you want to reveal it, okay. What is your cancer diagnosis? What major treatment have you undergone? Then reflection and narration. So please include the following in your sharing. What are the psychological distresses that you have experienced? What coping mechanism that were used and what happened? And then the lessons learned. And then what will be your advice to other patients with in a similar category of journey? So more detailed guides and reflections and narration. So you can include the following. So during your entire cancer journey, from the time you felt a symptom that made you suspect possible cancer, which eventually turned out to be really cancer, and up to now, okay, after treatment and remission, did you go into anxiety, depression, or just anxiety? If depression, how severe was it? Worst ever? Severe, moderate, or mild? If anxiety, how severe was it? Was it worst ever, severe, moderate, and mild? And please describe what you felt. Make sure to differentiate depressions from anxiety. Another guide will be how did you cope with the depression or anxiety if you did not have depression. There are some patients who do not go into depression, but just anxiety. And up to now, do you still have recurring depression or anxiety? If yes, how often? And how are you coping with it? And then lastly, what are your advice to other cancer patients on controlling depression and anxiety, secondary to the cancer or any other cause? Then the advice is to limit your cancer journey sharing to not more than 10 minutes or 100 words if you want to put it into writing. You can share it in English, Tagalog, or Taglish. And what are some tips on cancer journey sharing? Be open. Okay. So where to start? Focus on your diagnosis, how it changed your life, and what you think others facing cancer should know, because you want also to impart what your experience. Recall any activities in the course of your treatment and thereafter that have impacted your journey. So be open, and then be real. So this is an opportunity for you to share your story with a community, meaning people with or without cancer. So your audience is not only people with cancer, but that's the priority. There are other people without cancer who are willing to listen to your story. Okay? A community that understands your triumphs and your struggles. While it can be difficult to get personal, these details are what make your story unique. Be concise when you tell your story. While every detail of your story is important, we suggest keeping it brief yet concise. As I said, less than 100 words or less than 10 minutes as much as possible. So why do cancer journey sharing? Patients with cancer will experience various degrees of depression and anxiety in their cancer journey. That's for sure. One of the coping mechanisms in controlling depression and anxiety is to know and to accept that this negative effect of cancer happen to practically all patients with cancer. It is normal to have depression and anxiety, but what is left now is how to control this depression and anxiety. A good control strategy is to listen to the experiences of cancer patients and to learn from them. Another good control strategy is to do cancer journey sharing. Having the courage to speak up and share your story with others who are going through a similar experience can help you improve your own well-being, your psychosocial well-being. Opening up to others can be hard, but many patients with cancer find solace and unexpected benefits by sharing their stories. Although some people may hesitate to reveal such a personal and vulnerable part of their life at first, those who have summoned the courage to speak up and reach out to others who have similar condition gave themselves the opportunity to achieve a transformation in their overall well-being. So pag naka-share ka na, medyo you have overcome this weakness and then you are now transformed and then going into improving your overall well-being. Your story can have an enormous impact. It can provide hope and inspiration to someone, to other people who recently have been diagnosed with cancer or a patient presently undergoing therapy or treatment. And by sharing this story, others will find comfort and encouragement. When patients of cancer share their story, it often reminds them that there are others who are going through a similar experience. So it promotes connection with other people who have cancer and uplift the sharer and also the listener. So there's a saying that goes, gaining knowledge is the first step to wisdom, and sharing it is the first step to humanity. When a patient with a cancer speaks up about their experiences, they are affecting themselves as well as other patients, their family and friends, and every person who come across their story. So affected yung lahat ng tao, hindi lang silang sarili, yung pasyente mismo, but other people. So they provide a better understanding of how cancer affects one's life, promoting empathy, as well as inspiration and motivation for overcoming any ordeal that is associated with a cancer journey. So the sense of belongingness and camaraderie gives us hope and strength to outlast the toughest challenge, no matter what they may be. So here is some of the links that I have for the cancer journey sharing from the Cancer Crusaders. Okay. Here I'm going to give an example of the actual cancer journey sharing, a short one. Just listen.
Sir, Christine Joy Ugasni, 32 years old from Gaud, Cavite. I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 2, that's February 27, 2020. Kasi nagdadawag 2019 na nag-breast and solid block ng breast. They got scared. But then one day, I immediately went to clinics and college. During the consultation, I was told that the lump was possibly due to malformation of the parents. And was advised to do further breast examination just to be sure. Because the lump was unusual. I became so complacent and calm. Nothing was wrong with me. So I did not have all the advice to my financial constraints at that time. Then on, later part of January 2020, I started to feel the pain. The pain was unbearable and I was unable to sleep. That's when I started to say to myself, like, I have to check. I have to make it check again. I have to have it check again. A relative of mine was a former patient of Dr. Lagos on the 30th. It was February 18, 2020 when I decided to go to doctor to have my initial checkup. Accompanied by my relative and my mom, we went to have my breast mass checked. On my way to the screen in the doctors, my mind was empty. I cannot focus on remembering anything. I was so scared and my anxiety was so high. During my consultation, doctor was so kind enough to explain everything to us and requested mammogram and biopsy. He gave us every important details and the information that we need to know. Then, when the results comes out, we will return back to him. While waiting for the results of my two tests, my anxiety had worsened. I started to feel my anxiety worsened and I become more and more depressed. And had some panic attacks as well because of the fear, because of the start of the pandemic. Then on February 27, 2020, when I returned to doctorate, with the results of the laboratory test, have been confirmed by doctor that I have a breast cancer stage 2. And he advised me to undergo immediate surgery because the type of breast cancer that I have is an aggressive type, meaning the cancer cells spreads fast. He advised me to do it within the next 2 weeks. I never missed a day without crying and cried so easily when asked about my condition. It was so hard to accept what is happening to me. I, together with the help of my family, decided to go ahead with the surgery as March 13, 2020, with the awareness of the pandemic crisis. But before my surgery, I underwent another biopsy from a different hospital, just to be sure, and the results came out with the same conclusion. I also seeked and tried taking herbal medicines during that time. With the insistence and sponsorship of my aunt, with the wishful thinking of miracles, thinking of miracles that might happen before the scheduled surgery. Still nothing happened. Then on March 12th, the day before the surgery, I was admitted to Philippine General Hospital, where the surgery was taking place. From that time that I was admitted until the day I was discharged, I was still questioning myself if I did the right thing. Aside from that, fears and worries often go pandemic adding to my anxiety. I was fearing. That I was admitted until the day I was discharged. I was still questioning myself if I did the right thing. Aside from that, fears and worries often go pandemic adding to my anxiety. Fearing. Was supposed to stay in the hospital for a minimum of 3 days. After surgery, but was due to the circumstances of COVID-19 outbreak. I was discharged the next week. I was brought to the food was impact from possible problems as looking will remove the food from the bypass. So, I was recovering from surgery as well as quarantine for a month with my elder sister and cousin, who was the caregivers that time. My mom, because my mom is who is living with me, was in the age susceptible to COVID-19. So I asked to protect her. It's possible for possible contractions of the virus, we have to be isolated to a certain group in the house. 1 week after the surgery, with the help of doctor, we were able to find surgeon who can remove the grip without going to Manila. A follow-up checkup from the start of online, even the follow-up test that was the basis of the possible surgery treatment was requested to the series of phone calls, PGH laboratory, whose personnel were kind enough to accommodate the request and with considerations of the pandemic situation. So I could say I hurdle upon hurdle to be plan to reach to this point of time in my life. Now I'm currently in my 9 months road to recovery. At the times, I still have the anxiety and depression. I'm still not confident to face everyone and go out on public and tell others about what I am going to. I know everybody will be fine someday. And I am thankful that my family is always there and never got out of understanding me. During the process, they never abandoned me. The always for the emotional. Coping up, I started to join cancer groups, their groups, and other support groups. You know, talking to people going through the same situation as I am, or same experience as I am, will somehow lessen my anxiety and depression. It helps me boost up my self-confidence, and I'm also into music as a therapy to lighten my mood. And most importantly, I'm strengthening my faith. I started to enrich my soul with God's words, and I'm making God as the center of my life. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.
So that's it. An example of the cancer journey sharing by Christine. Okay. So summary and takeaway in this particular pep talk. I have discussed the following topics. What is cancer journey sharing? What are the benefits? When to do? To whom to share? What are the media that can be used? What should be the contents? And then what are some tips? So takeaway in relation to patient empowerment on cancer journey sharing, be always in touch with reliable information on this topic, cancer journey sharing. Knowledge is power, it gives power. Use the 4Ks of patient empowerment, kaalaman, kakayanan, karapatan, and kapangyarihan to gain greater control over decisions in determining when to do cancer journey sharing. So with that, I end my pep talk. I hope I have empowered you to have an understanding of the importance of cancer journey sharing in health management. So before we go to the question and answer portion, reminder, please take the OLETE for Mastery of Learning and have a perfect score to get a certificate like this. And then 50 OLETE certificates will entitle one to a voucher for a free ROJoson medical consultation. So please type in your feedback in the chat box during the open forum and before we part ways. So let's now have a group picture taking before we start the question and answer and portions and interactions. Hey, ready? All set? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the floor is now open for comments, questions, sharing, etc. Anybody who wants to share, wants to comment? As I said, this is in preparation for our 36 Cancer Crusaders Club annual Christmas get-together, annual meet. So this is the 36th year for this 36 sessions that we have. Yearly, we have this get-together without fail since 1988. So we will have this held on December 3, again online. And there will be about 5 people who will also do cancer journey sharing. Okay, any questions? Any comments? Any comments? Valerie. None? Who has done cancer journey sharing before? Okay. So Susan and
So, yes, actually, I did cancer journey sharing, but not as organized as you do it. No, in fact, it's not. Although I like the way you help us organize the sharing, because coming from the SWD, where we deal with people who have problems, distress, especially people who don't not necessarily have cancer, but who have problems, especially those in the institution. We do some group therapy. Anyway, um, this is the first time I'm joining your Cancer Crusaders Club, and I like the initiative. Um, sharing sharing stories, my story about cancer. I do share it with friends and family, but as I said, not as organized. I just wanted to, ano ba yon yung just wanted to yung bang tanggalin yung nasa loob ko, the way I feel.
yeah, just get it out.
Yeah. And this sharing, because I write, my sharing usually is in a journal. No, in fact, as I told you earlier, this is the second time I had cancer. Before I had in 1998, but it was fortunately it was not hard to cope with it, because there are a lot of people, especially friends and family, who supported me psychologically. Also now, um, if you notice, when I had this second time, when I saw you, no, of course I was sad. In fact, did I tell you that uh, I even asked I even asked God, talked to God, and said, "Di ba dapat kota na ako?" For a second time. But, of course, ano lang 'yon, I just so that I can I can say what I had in mind. Fortunately, you were so reassuring as a doctor. In fact, after my operation, and you told me yung result, and mukha namang how did you no clinical evidence of recurrence, no? So a lot of my friends were asking me, did Dr. Hoson prescribe chemo or radiation? Sabi ko, di naman. Sabi ko, pag um, ano yata sabi ko, mukhang okay naman yata. Unlike before, in 1998, I had to undergo radiation, and 1 month akong, di naman 1 month nag-radiation, 1 week lang, but 1 month akong nakalive. So, just want to tell you that I appreciate your initiative of forming a Cancer Crusaders Club, where we can help one another. We can help inspire people who are undergoing this disease, and tsaka to educate them also the way you educate us, na it's not the end of the world, although for others it's some sort of a death sentence, no?
Yeah.
But with your reassurance and with your initiative, we will be able to cope with this, and we'll find out the meaning of life, that everybody undergo things like this, and not only that, all of us have problems. So that's my sharing, though.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well said. Well said. Okay. So you like to share again this year for the Cancer Crusaders Club?
Pero I have to, ano ba to? you gave us kasi a template eh.
Yeah.
Eh baka ako medyo madaldal ako ng konti if I share. So I have to write down muna.
Yeah.
I have to write down what I want to share, come up with an outline. So,
Sige.
and ayun,
Try your best. Basta within 10 minutes, okay lang.
yeah, I'll come up with an outline and yung bang first what mas mahirap nung first time, no? But if you notice, when I consulted you and I learned about the diagnosis, and ngayon I'm okay. In fact, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm living a very normal life. In fact, ang ginawa ko is to make people, my friends, make them at ease with what I went through. Para namang ang medyo, I think if you notice, no, I think I asked you before when I consulted you and you found out na based on the mga histopath, ano bang tawag nun? Diba, I underwent test muna, no? I think I asked you if I were undergo this operation, sabi ko, no, is there an assurance that I will live until 80? Tapos sabi mo pa ganyan, not even me can assure you. Of course, I was just kidding. But yun, you know what, Doc? I feel more at ease now having accepted this, no? Because sa totoo lang, I think, not only with your reassurance, but I don't feel anything ano ba yun? Bad. I feel stronger nga eh. And that's what I'd like to share, no?
Yeah.
I think the right attitude, the positive attitude, and the faith in God na we all undergo things like this in life. Of course, I told you earlier in one of the sharing that I maintain a gratitude journal, which is a positive thing. Every day, we look for small things or big things that we should be thankful for. Yun lang, yun yung mga nilalagay ko. And it helps, no? Yun ang gusto kong i-share eh. Later on, siguro.
Yeah. How long have you been doing the gratitude journal?
Actually, I've been doing gratitude journal this year. Although I've always maintained a diary of myself for the past 30 or 40 years. Ano kasi if I go back to what I have written, I'm able to trace my development as a person, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually. Kaya sabi ko, ano, and sabi ko yung iba nga pwedeng pang maalaala mo kaya eh. Because I've always loved to write. Like you, no? You wrote a book, but I've always loved that because yun naman yung aking ano kasi naging hindi naman career, but that was my course in college.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Doc.
I want to start on a gratitude journal nga. Pero hindi malapit na. Okay, thank you, Susan. Any other comments? Sharing? I'll just check kung ano. I'll just check my hindi ko mag-gallery view. Gallery view. I cannot see everybody here. Speaker. Only 4 are seen. Show na video. Ayan, okay. So, any other comments? Chris, are you in already, Chris?
Hello, Doc.
Naririnig mo na kami? Malinaw na?
Yes po. Yes po, Doc. Loud po and clear.
So, yun sa'yo lang may problema, di sa amin.
Apa baka sa akin lang kasi nagloloko yung net namin, naka-data ako kasi. Actually, maganda yung sinabi ni Susan kanina. Um, ano siya, talagang dati kasi Doc, yung fear namin na na-diagnose kami as may cancer, yung totoo yun na wala din. Na lesson yung parang death sentence na ba? Yun, yung simula po nung nagkaroon tayo ng group, tapos kayo po yung nag-guide sa amin, nag-lead sa amin, napakalaking bagay po nun sa amin talaga. Sobra naming na-appreciate yun, Doc. Para kaming na-relief na, may life pala after, kahit na-diagnose kami ng ganitong um, sakit, may life pa pala after. And tapos yung sinabi din ni Ma'am Susan na na to live a normal life. Yun, unti-unti namin na-achieve by your guidance, Doc. Tapos kasi parang ang fear, I don't know if same kami lahat ng kasi yung sa amin kasi ngayon nagkaroon tayo ng team, nagkaroon tayo ng group wherein nakakapag-share kami ng nararamdaman namin. Tapos kapag kasi kami Dok yung pagkatapos nun parang konting nararamdaman na ito na ba yun? Tapos yun yung lagi namin iniisip, yun talaga yung fear namin, bumalik na ba? Ito na ba yung end? Ganon. And yun po yung sobra niyo pong na-aid kasi sa every week natin na pag-meet, uh, pag-uusap, pag-inform mo sa amin kung paano to live a normal life, na-manage po namin yon. So sobra talaga po kaming I will also draft for sa cancer journey kasi sobrang thankful po talaga ako and my family personally. Sobrang thankful po at makilala po namin kayo. Thank you so much, Doc.
Okay, so thank you for your so magsasubmit ka ng isang sharing, mga 10 minutes lang. Okay.
Apa, Doc, maggagawa din ako ng outline kasi medyo madaldal din po ako baka humaba.
Okay lang. Okay.
Apo.
Okay. Thank you.
At saka, Doc, i-add ko lang po,
Sure.
yung nakakapag actually share or guide kami sa mga kakilala namin na same situation din namin, gano'n, yung mga natutunan namin during nung sa journey namin and natutunan namin po sa inyo, sinishare din po namin. Like ako, nagkaroon ako ng sister company namin, nagkaroon ng situation as like me. So, during medication niya, ginaid ko din siya. And now, meron kasi Doc kaming parang family friend na hindi niya na-manage yung na-diagnose siya na nagkaroon ng breast cancer. Kaso hindi niya na-manage, nagkaroon ng psychological effect. So, yun po, tinatry ko siyang kausapin, tinatry ko siyang i-guide din po, like the way you, guide us, guide me po. Thank you.
Yeah, nice to hear that. No? So I help you, you help others. Okay, thank you. No? Okay. So any other person who want to share or comment? Sino pa ba? Okay. Ana, Phoebe, you want to share? Phoebe? Phoebe? Unmute ka, Phoebe.
Sa ngayon po, hindi muna. Hindi pa ako ready.
Okay. Nakailang taon ka na, Phoebe?
70. Mag-71 na next year.
Ilang taon na from the cancer diagnosis?
9.
9 years na. Wow. Okay.
Nitong October, 9.
Okay. So, nakala ng pictures mo?
Okay.
Ikaw mo ka-recent pictures mo para isama kita doon sa cancer registry.
Okay, yes po.
Any other comments? Me? Who's that? Who's Ning Lee? First time to hear this lecture, Ning Lee?
No, I joined your weekly pep talk, but for the past 2 weeks I wasn't able to attend. No, I'm the sister of Mary.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just interested in your topic.
Yeah, okay. So,
There's one question, no? Do all cancer patients pass through depression?
most of them, not really most, but some degree of depression, but a lot of times they can control it. A lot of times there is I guess it's the spiritual support as well as the family support help them. No? So usually sa Philippines hindi gaano. No? Okay. But I'm sure there are people who go into depression. Meron yan. No? Okay.
So do you think that there are some doctors who recommend medicine? Do you think that's the right thing to do, or do something else or other activities?
Yeah, my approach is I try to do it myself first. No, as a cancer specialist, I talk to the patients, then try to talk them out of their depression, and then tell them to join this group, and then have somebody with a cancer talk to them, ganon. No? Now, if it comes to a point na talagang hindi kakayanin, that the person is really going to depression that I cannot control, now I usually refer to a psychiatrist already, no? Psychiatrist, no? Ganon, no? Pero most of the time, naagapan naman, but because I asked the relatives to support also the patient, no? The relatives, no? Okay, ganon.
So you mean it would come out like having conversation with people who can understand is better than taking medicines, right?
Yeah. Taking medicine, yung mga ganon, madaling uminom ng gamot, kaya lang, bumabalik yon.
Yeah.
It's not a cure for that. It's really trying to analyze the situation by the patients herself, and then talking to people, no? Talking to people, the relatives, as well as people with cancer, no? Ganon. So that's more effective.
Yeah, so that means communication is much better.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Sige, welcome. Okay. If there are no more comments, just like to remind everybody, we will have the 36 Cancer Crusaders Club annual Christmas get together. This is a virtual meet, no? Zoom lang, no? Without a face-to-face meeting, no? On December 3, 2023. There will be a cancer journey sharing. I'm lining up about 5. No, I think there are more than 5 who have submitted, but I cannot accommodate all. I'll just choose 5. The rest I will post in the internet. And then there will be some Cancer Crusaders Club Ayuda, no? For those who are taking hormonal therapy as well as undergoing chemotherapy. And then there will be a TikTok contest. No, the theme of the TikTok will be a group psychosocial support for a cancer patients. No? So it must be a group activity such as a dance or a singing or talk show that will show that the family members or the relatives are supporting the cancer patients. No? So that's in line with the objective of the Cancer Crusaders Club. The Cancer Crusaders Club is a group psychosocial therapy for all cancer patients. No? And there'll be other prizes like early birds, the youngest, the longest, the most recent cancer patients, and the and the longest cancer survivor, etc., etc. Okay? So if there are no more questions, we'll call it a day. It's 3 o'clock. No? Meron pa ba? May last call? Lana, gusto mag-share? Lana. So kung wala na, we'll call it a day. We'll see each other next week. No? So the topic next week, probably, I don't know yet, but I will prepare one for next week. Okay. Okay. Thank you for attending. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Doc. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.